This is our planet. Lush, green, vibrant. We have to nurture it, protect it, sustain it. Welcome to the new jungle, an urban jungle where waterfalls, rainforests, and wide open prairies have given way to concrete, metal, and carbon dioxide. But in the midst of this jungle, we still seek nature. During 2006, in the neighborhood of Edgewater, 3 board members of the Edgewater Community Council decided to expand the standalone Edgewater Beautiful Committee goals to include environmental and sustainability issues that impact an urban community. Their major initiative was launched in 2007 during Earth Day at a local elementary school. In 2008, experts from restaurants, sustainability, environmental, architecture, and urban planning, who were residents of Edgewater, came together to hammer out 9 areas where their community was impacted and what they could do by 2020 to be the neighborhood plan. The plan gave birth to the 100% volunteer-driven Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project.
Actual idea environmental sustainability project came as a result when Nancy Schroeder got Jeff Boehm and me together. I was doing Edgewater Beautiful at the time, and said, why don't you combine his interest in the environment with my interest in just the cleaning? And so we combined all that, and it became the Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project. Right after it became that, Jeff Boehm left to the West Coast for San Francisco, the Marine Mammal Institute. And so Ann Camo became the co-chair of the Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project. And we knew that since neither of us really had environmental expertise like Jeff had, we had to recruit somebody with a real high quality of knowledge. And so we were fortunate enough to get Tom Murphy, who was the past chairperson of the Environmental Science Department at DePaul University. So he really added all the technical expertise to complement Ann's and my willingness to just do the work.
Edgewater is a Chicago neighborhood with a plan, a 10-year plan. The Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project produced a blueprint targeting 10 areas of concern, including a focus on energy efficiency. EESP conducts outreach with seminars, monthly meetings, legislative actions, and much more. 5-year-old Green and Clean is just one of many ongoing EESP projects building community, partnering with local public officials, education facilities, similar nonprofits, and most importantly, our neighbors. The Edgewater Earth Day of 2007 evolved into a collaboration with Loyola University and surrounding communities for the 2008 North Lake Shore Day. EESP had a strong relationship with their state representative during its formative years. It was only natural to continue and build upon it when Harry Osterman became the alderman of the 48th Ward. EESP is 100% volunteer-driven, and our mission is to foster sustainable practices in the Edgewater and Andersonville communities.
Hi, we're speaking to Kathy Smith, Chief of Staff for Senator Heather Staines. Kathy, this is an initiative that your office works with the Alderman's office and the Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project.
That's correct.
And you've been doing this since 2008?
That is right, as long as Senator Staines was elected in 2008, and she immediately recognized how important environmental issues are, particularly within the community. And we're very lucky to begin working with the group then, and still do, on various projects, not just Earth Day projects.
Oh, so she's on the environmental committee also?
She's on the environmental committee. In fact, I think she's the vice chair of the environmental committee. But in terms of working with the Edgewater Environmental Sustainability Project, we are part of their school initiative. We attend their meetings, and we try to be supportive in all the ways we can because they do such great things for our community.
Peterson Garden Project started in 2010 on the site of an original World War II Victory Garden, and our goal was to see if we could recreate the movement to grow food in community on short-term pieces of property. So our goal is long-term gardeners, not long-term gardens. So we work with organizations like Loyola and others to find pieces of land in urban spaces where we can put in these gardens. So in 2011, I spoke at the Earth Day for Loyola and met individuals that were interested in a garden like this, and we worked with Loyola over that year to work out a plan for this garden and permissions, etc. And we put it in 2012. We have permission for 2 years to use this space, and it contains 187 raised beds. So we have about 800 people total that participate in this garden. And across the entire project, we believe that we grew 30,000 pounds of fresh organic produce last year. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome program. So we're really happy to be back here for 2013 and kick off the growing season.
Now, the 30,000 pounds, is that personal use, or are you using that as any kind of enterprise to sell out to other people?
Absolutely not. We do not sell anything. This is about community gardening and teaching individuals how to grow their own food. So each of these allotment beds are part of a family. So a family gardens it, they do what they want with the food. We do not do any sort of sales. We do have a program in each of the gardens called Grow to Give. 5% of each garden is set aside for volunteers to grow food that is then donated to local food and nutrition programs. So the Grow to Give team here grew the food last summer, and it was donated to Care for Real. So the garden picks the partner, the food and nutrition partner that they want to work with.
Hi, my name's Nathan McCardle. I'm a neighbor here in Edgewater. This is actually the Barge Neighborhood Block Club, which I am the somewhat unwilling president of. These gardens here are the largest stretch within Barge. It goes Magnolia all the way down the edge on both sides of the street. I've been living here about 5 years, and we have there's been a small team of people who have maintained these gardens those years. And you know, each year it's kind of a big push at the beginning to really clean up, because I'd say around August the team starts to lose steam a little bit, get a little burnt out on gardening, and it shows in a hurry. It is incredible how quick weeds can grow. So you know, it's fantastic that we can get people out. You know, we've got a nice day here. It's snow on the ground, but it's sunny, and when you're in the sun, it's quite warm. We've got 10 Loyola students, might be 12 actually, and then there's 4 local neighbors here, and so we've split up into teams. And you know, I have no doubt that in the next 4 hours, this garden's going to be looking fantastic. It's actually a neat garden for the area, because this is such a highly trafficked stretch of Edgewater. It's kind of a main entrance to Edgewater for a lot of folks who are coming off of Lakeshore Drive and heading west. So it's very high visibility, both along Hollywood here and along Ridge. And so I think, you know, the folks that help out think that this is you know, a neat way to show Edgewater to folks who are coming through.
You know, the last 2 years in particular, we've been partnering a lot with Alderman Osterman, and this year also with Loyola University, so it's been kind of a good thing. For a while there, in 2007, we had Edgewater Earth Day, and then 2008 through 2011 or 12, We partnered with Loyola for more of an educational component, but we decided that being out in the streets and actually doing the cleanup is probably equally as important as having the education. So maybe a few years from now we may go back to more of the educational aspect of it, but I think being out and seeing that there were 10 or 15 groups today all around doing lots and lots of cleanup make a lot of sense.
So it was a success today?
Absolutely. There was we started the day with some snow, so we weren't sure about what was going to go on there. But, from the groups I saw, I know I was over with the Ismaili Center over at 11 o'clock, and they were hoping to get 20 kids to come out and help with Burger Park. They actually had about 30 or 35, so they were hauling mulch. Our group, I was with a group of 4 people that helped clean the alleys, and we got what we needed to get done. We thought we were going to do 15 bags of trash. We probably did about 25. So all in all, really, really successful there. I just talked with Kathy Smith from Senator Smith's office. She said they had 25 people doing the painting over at Cochran Park. So lots and lots of successes everywhere that I've
very successful. Over 200 volunteers, ward residents, friends, neighbors came out today on this gorgeous day and really helped us out throughout the entire 48th ward, cleaning every corner, every street. A lot of teamwork and hard work. One of the young ladies from our office, Ginger Williams, was instrumental in putting this whole thing together, and kudos to you, Ginger, for a job well done.